Hello everyone, today we are going to learn about upcasting and downcasting in Java. The concept of typecasting applied to the objects. We already learned about typecasting for primitive data types back in video 8. Today we are taking that same idea and applying it to objects in Up. So before we talk about objects, let's quickly recall how typecasting works with primitive data types. So we had implicit typecasting. So implicit typecasting, smaller type automatically converts to larger type. We write it. Smaller type converts to larger type. For example, int I equal 5, we automatically convert it to a double data type. So we convert it from integer to double, smaller to larger type, integer to double. In the second typecasting, which was explicit typecasting. And in this typecasting, larger type manually converted to a smaller type. Vice versa, larger type is converted to smaller type. Interesting, right? For example, we have double f variable 4.5. We want to convert it into integer. So integer, for example, g equal, for typecasting or explicit typecasting, we open the parentheses, we write the data type that we want to the variable be converted into it, integer, then the name of this variable, f, and semicolon. So manually we casted double to integer, which results in 4. Now the exact same concept applies to objects. Before we bring to that, let me just print the values as well. Value of f, no, first let me write d, and then a equal obj equal new, a semicolon, g.t, the value is 5.0, right? We converted from integer to double. Now let's print the value of f, which was converted into integer. And we write a new name for it, which is g. And the value is 4. It means larger type went to smaller type. So the exact same concept, as I said, applies to objects, but instead of calling it implicit and explicit, we call it upcasting and downcasting. Before we can upcast or downcast objects, there is one important condition. The two classes must have a parent-child relationship. If two classes have no inheritance relationship between them, upcasting and downcasting are simply not possible. Java will give you a compile error. Let's set up our example. Class B, which is the child class of A, extends class A. In class A, we have a method called show1, and we want this method print for us, show from class A. Now let's go for the class B. We create a similar method, show2, please Remember that the name of the method is different than we have written in the class A. So please don't confuse with the previous lesson, which was about dispatch. So now let's go back to method A, or class A, I'm sorry, class A. So class A is the parent class, and class B is the child class. It extends A and adds its own show2 method. Now we have a parent-child relationship, so upcasting and downcasting are both possible, right? Let's go for upcasting. I would like to write some text as well to make the concept easier for you and for me to remember. So upcasting is converting a child object to a parent type. So we can say it goes or going up. I don't know how to write like the arrow which goes up. So upcasting, as the name refers, is converting a child object to a parent type. It goes up. Upcasting is always safe, so Java allows it implicitly without needing an explicit cast. For example, if I remove these bars, for example, we can write a obj. Let's go to class B, which is the child class. For example, here we can write obj equal new b and semicolon. It is upcasting implicit. So here we went from child to parent class. We went up, right? You can also write something like this: a obj, same as we did with primitive data type a and new b, it is still upcasting, but this one is explicit. Both works fine. There is no problem with these two one. So now let's call a method. For example, I want to call obj show1. And the output is show from class A. But what if we try to call show2, the child's specific method? Let's go. Obj dot show2 semicolon. There is an error because show2 is not visible through parent reference. Java gives us an error because obj is declared as type A, and A does not have show2, even though the actual object is a B. The parent reference can only see the methods defined in A. Now what if you need to access show2, the child specific method? This is where downcasting comes in. Downcasting is converting a parent reference back to a child type. Going down. Let me write it to you to make the concept clear for understanding. Downcasting is converting a parent reference back to a child type, and it means going down. So downcasting must be done explicitly using the cast operator. I mean something like this. For example, b dot obj dot show2. Now you can see we have show2. Now let's run the program. Yeah, we have both values, obj for show2 and obj.show1. We have values for both. So let's break down what happened here. obj. We are telling Java treat obj as type B, downcast it. While dot show 2, in here, now that Java knows it is a B, it can access show 2. B, I mean the class B. And this is the power of downcasting when you need to access child-specific methods that are not visible through the parent reference. You downcast back to the child type. So, this is upcasting and downcasting in Java. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe the channel so you never miss a video. See you in the next one.